Hi guys, welcome back to Brainwashed. My name is Urvi and we have Sarvesh. And along with Sarvesh, we have this amazing team here, and that is the team of Film Kopar. It's a YouTube channel and it's so amazing. They started just 10 months ago.
Yes, yes,
They do
sir.
a lot of subtext analysis and also reviews, and they also do podcasts. And they were kind enough to invite us over to their channel for a podcast. So you can check that out on their channel. And here today we have them for the topic I'm sure you all must have read. And I'll just let the team of Film Kobat introduce themselves.
Hello everyone, I am Shubhodeep.
Hello, this is Arup.
Hi, this is Arnob Tampi. I think you can call me Tampi.
Dumpy,
I
better.
would prefer
Yeah.
that.
Just as Urvi said, we are from Filmcopath. We are into movie review analysis of Indian and international cinema. We are more into the subtext analysis, as she already has said. So if you like our content, if you want to see more of our content, you can go to our channel and you can subscribe. Thank you.
You
Yeah,
have to
the-
subscribe actually. You have to subscribe.
It is a
Yeah,
mandate.
It's a
Yeah,
Gonna
mandate.
have
it's
to.
a mandatory. Like, show some love because they have good podcasts. They have done podcasts with really good people. Like they have done it with Gulshan Deviya, for example. They have done about certain actors and characters like Fahad Fasil, or the movies about Sujit Sarkar. They have a lot of content on there. I can't go through everything, but yeah, you should really check them out.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you,
And
Sarvesh.
we know there's a considerable amount of audience, that really likes podcasts on our channel. So I'm sure you guys will like the content that's on their channel as well. So, just if you are a lover of podcasts and if you're a lover of Bollywood, you should check it out. So with that, let's move on to the topic for today. That is the cult classics of Bollywood. We've already made a video about cult classics, but we've not really gone in depth, and who better to do it with than Film Kopar. So I'd like Shubhadeep to start off.
All right,
What-
yes. So I think today we have chosen a very, very interesting topic where what are some of the Bollywood classics which did not work at the box office and why they did not work. And so I have chosen the film to discuss is Jaane Bhi Do Yaro, a cult classic by Kundan Shah. And it as time went on, it became more and more popular and it got its cult status. But when it was released, at that point in time, it was not very well accepted. And I have written down some points that why it was not very accepted, because of course Brainwash has invited me, so I have to do my homework because यहाँ पे आके बेइज्जती तो नहीं करानी है मुझे. So I have done some homework. So I would like to go through some of the reasons which I feel, and of course you can add. So one of the things which I feel is that the movie was made on a shoestring budget. So if you make a movie on a shoestring budget, you do not have lot of money for promotions. So I think one of the things which they lacked, and one of the basic reasons which they lacked, they didn't have money for the promotions. In fact, if you remember, there is one of the scenes where the character of Ravi Vaswani says, 7,500 रुपए धर्म जी से उधार लिए हैं और 2,500 कुंदन शाह जी से. So you're referencing the director and that they do not have any money. In fact, Nasiruddin Shah had to use his own camera actually and use his own coat because there was not enough money for that. So one of the basic reasons is that promotion के लिए पैसा नहीं था. In spite they had a great story. Also, I think जो हम cliche बोलते हैं कि ahead of its time movie. So one of the things which happened with it was that the references to the real life was not so well understood back in the
Yeah.
80s. So abhi this works very well. The breaking of the fourth wall and self-referencing, these things works well now. But then it was kind of a trendsetter, like something which is happening in front of you, and you are also referencing it to something like kind of a meta approach to it. So if I have to put it, that would be another reason why it didn't work. Also, we know that I feel that at that point in time, or even today, anything with a good hero heroine as sahi plot with a good versus evil works. But
Yeah,
here,
it's
if you
always
see,
considered.
here if you see, there are two losers who do so many things, still do not achieve anything. So so when you come out of the cinema hall, there is no sense of fulfillment. You feel, अरे यार ये फिर jail गए, they did
Yeah.
all those things.
That-
Nothing.
that is the satire of that film.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. That is
Yeah.
actually the satire of this film, and I think that was not very well accepted because
Yeah.
the movie culture at that point in our country, if I talk about the mainstream, of course, there's always been good parallel cinema going on. But if you consider the mainstream, I feel that it was not ready to accept something
Yeah.
ironical. That is
Even
there.
even today, actually, if you look at the Bollywood history, how many feel bad or for that matter satirical films have worked? They rarely, because our film culture for the audience is, I will need to spend 2 hours or 2.5 hours, which will fulfill those things which I cannot do in my real life. To
Yeah.
see real life in the cinema itself is something, of course, there's a group of audience which is coming up to that, but not actually the mass audience. And if I talk about the 80s, hardly there was, I believe.
Yeah. So like the main reason that I feel it was not that big a hit is because also it didn't have any heroes, like proper heroes, like the Amitabhs of that time, I would
Right.
say.
Yeah.
Like it had
Right.
It
Nasiruddin
didn't
Shah.
have any big name actors,
Yeah,
but it had good actors.
Yeah, it had, like, now it would say that it didn't have superstars, it had actors. Now we would see that.
And also the situational comedy was not so popular in that time. It was like even the comedy when we see it's very, very loud and over the top kind of thing.
I
But
don't-
when you talk about comedy, the one scene, I'm sorry if I'm deviating the thing, but the scene that I really love is Satish Shah is in his coffin
Yes, I was about to say that.
and Om Puri is like talking to him. He's high and he's like whatever, and the entire thing happens and he's taking him with him and he's like horn maar dena agar zyada jaldi ja raha ho to abhi right le raha ho. Like he's so concerned, but it's like such a funny thing. It's a coffin, how do you not know? What
I mean,
type of a car is that? He's changing the stepney, like the entire scene is
Now
great.
there are a lot of scenes like that which are like kind of unbelievable, but it's still funny because you understand it's an 80s comedy, and also the story the story keeps you hooked on it. For me,
Yes,
like what
yes.
is going
From-
to happen with them?
From the time Satish Shah dies and he's put into the coffin,
Yeah.
it takes the different gear.
Yeah.
And just because of things like it did not work, I think that whole theater scene where they are first playing Mahabharat and then it goes to Akbar for no reason.
Yeah.
I remember there was this dialogue where Om Puri suddenly comes or Draupadi sirf tumhara kyun hai, hum sab shareholders hai. So they talk about patriarchy. They talk about how patriarchy was there even in our epics. And
Yeah.
had it been today, I don't know, that dialogue itself could have got it into a controversy and made it hit.
Yeah.
Times
Could have
we are
created
living
a
in.
Tandav as well.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Good and bad that our audience were not so sensitive or not so small things like this kind of creative liberties were not hurting people's sentiments at
I
that
think
time.
the thing is that in the 80s now, people just didn't care that much. It's a
Yes.
film. They realize it's a film. Also, all the actors in the film, like Pankaj Kapoor, is so good. Like Om Puri is just mind blowing. Like in his role.
Neena Gupta is amazing.
Yes.
Satish
One of
Shah in
the
the
best
coffin.
Satish
Satish Shah in the coffin.
Yeah.
He's
He's too good.
He's in the burqa, and the scene where everyone is in a burqa, he's just standing against the wall and he's like it's so funny. And then
Yeah.
in the Mahabharat scene, he gives him the gada and he's like,
He
what?
holds it. He holds
Yeah,
it.
it was really
Man,
funny to
just
watch
good,
that.
just good, just good.
No, even all the other actors we don't know who are there in the theater, like the guy who played Yudhishthir. मेरा धनुष तोड़ दिया, 30 रुपए में खरीदा था, नाटक नहीं करूंगा, बाद में क्या नाटक?
Shant Gadadhari Bhim Shant. That
Shant.
guy, he keeps
That is
saying,
iconic.
Shant Gadadhari Bhim
ये
Shant.
क्या हो रहा है?
That is
ये हो क्या
iconic
रहा है
dialogue.
भाई?
Okay. It's just too good. That whole scene is just complete legendary.
And Duryodhan, ये इज्जत लूट रखना है, नहीं इज्जत लूटना है, नहीं मेरे को इज्जत रखना है.
Okay,
Very.
let's move to Tamil.
We talk about Kundan Shahid again. It's so ironic that after 7 years from Jaane Bhi Diyaro, he made Kabhi Aa Kabhi Na with Shah Rukh Khan, who was not popular then, and that's the reason there were no buyer to that film. And then when I think Dar Bazigar and all that release, then they found a buyer and the film got released. And in several interviews, SRK has openly said that it's one of his favorite work, and it's raised. He rates it as its all time among those all time fab film. And he said openly that he will be able to play Sunil again because of the innocence and the charm of it. Now, somewhere now, when I try to, like, as Shubhadeep said, I also did some pointers and research on that, like why this might have not worked by then. And somewhere among the many other points, one point lies in the statement of Shah Rukh Khan, where he says that innocence and charm of it, I can't play. It's like if you see all Hindi heroes, Hindi film heroes are are not flawed character. Nowhere they're flawed. Even the romantic heroes, even the popular romantic films, like the from the 90s and 2000 with the trademark. Like I'm just going into comparison, which will make you understand what I'm trying to say. Like say Rahul in the iconic DDLJ, he's surely a creep, to be honest, but that's never highlighted as a problem. Now, same goes for a much celebrated Radhe in Tere Naam, who is so toxic. But those acts are justified. But here is Sunil is never justified. He is introduced in the film as a cheat who lies and deceives to everyone. Often the lies are white lies, but yes, he's projected as a regular guy with flaws, insecurities, who trying to woo his love, and that seems to be his only goal in life. And even though this setting sounds familiar, the unfamiliar is the way he approached. It's in a wrong way to get his lady love. In one moment, he did a terrible wrong act of portraying Anna in a negative light so that Charles rejects her. It was wrong, but there's no scheming manipulation like say in Maddie in RH Stadium. It's a reflection of that innocent mind. We know the difference between who doesn't know the difference between the right and wrong. And then it takes time to get out of the guild. He doesn't do anything heroic. He talks to the father, Nasiruddin Shah, I mean the father as in the father from the church. He talks to himself. He's ridiculed by his friend. He's left out of the band. He begs for forgiveness. There is nothing heroic. Like in a normal Hindi film, hero never begs for forgiveness. There's nothing, and that's made Sunil sets apart from other romantic heroes, which was something I don't think the audience associate with something called alpha male, the main lead.
It's not just a love story like Kabhi Ha Kabhi Na. It's a boy coming into age, like boy becoming a man.
Yeah, that was my another point. Yeah.
Yeah, like okay.
You guys are vibing.
Continue.
So like when Sunil is growing up, he's as he said, he's very innocent. He doesn't understand his responsibilities and all of those things, and even the people around him don't judge him properly. Like there's that famous song which is "Wo To Hai Albela."
That I was about to come to that.
That sequence just opens your eyes that he's not a bad person. He has just made some bad decisions. That is putting him in this light right now. The guy searching for his passion, searching for his love. Those are the kind of characters that Ranbir Kapoor plays nowadays, you can say. And those movies work. If he wants to be a singer and everything, he's not that interested in studies and everything. That is basically what Tamasha is. If you know, like that is basically the story of Tamasha. But that time, thinking of it during that time with the flawed hero, not showing him as that heroic actor, but someone who lies.
Typical Bollywood.
Yeah, it was really like ahead, as we said about Jaane Bhi Do Yaar, it was actually ahead of its time.
What I also feel is, it's not only about Sunil. The Kabhi Ha Kabhi Na, it actually hits all the character arcs of the masculinity of the characters that we are, kind of adjusted to watching in the Bollywood movies. Like Don, Goga Kapoor. He's a Don and he's crying. He's weeping when he sees his life shown on theater. Satish Shah's character, we have seen the heroine's father, like he will be strict and this and that. And here we see that this guy is actually, for having a sweet, he can compromise to any level. So the way they brought in the reality and rootedness into the characters, the male characters, was something.
Vulnerability.
The vulnerabilities, right? And coming out from that macho, that alpha male kind of template that we used to see in movies before, that really that was appreciated, but the audience was not still very ready for it. They could not
Yeah, the
understand what
audience
they have
was not.
seen.
And also the love triangle. If you see the love triangle, it's so real. It talks about real nice people like us. The hero Sunil here is not given extra importance in the narrative. If you
Yeah,
see
yeah.
that, in fact, Charles Deepak Tejori, who is rich, famous, successful, talented, could have been easily portrayed as a bully or like a clearly. And but the film clearly avoids that. Again, if you see some famous movies like again DDLJ, the Kuljit, it's shown as an arrogant fool. In
Yeah.
Dil Chahta, in Sami's story, Shubodh comes as irritating. Even in Dil Hai
Yeah.
Ke Manta Nahi, Deepak it's a conniving lady killer. But these are all example. The other end of the example is like Salman Khan and Kuch Kuch Hota Hai, who sacrifice for the leading men. Here nothing happens. It plains life, where Anna considers Shunil as just a friend till Shunil accepts the reality and move on, which is how it
Yeah.
happens in real life. So ironically, if you see that the same year we saw that atrociously louder, which became a hit, where
Yeah.
the negative character again played by SRK was celebrated for being a psycho in love, and he was going any length to get his lady love. That is something which is associated with toxic masculinity in India.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
it's not the love triangle. They couldn't accept, probably it was difficult for the audience for that time to accept that okay, the hero can't get the uh, accept that okay, the heroine, he can't get the heroine and move on in life. So
Right, right.
that was some I found like very interesting, and I felt that probably that is one of the reason that movie never worked.
Yeah, we actually had this have this video on Shah Rukh Khan called "Why Do We Love Shah Rukh Khan," where we tried to mention this, that in Dar, Shah Rukh plays this psycho and does not get the lady. Of course, shouldn't have got that the character he played, and then Sunil also does not get. And when finally in Dilwale Dulhania Le Jayenge, Kajol and Shah Rukh, they unite. That's something, those two movies, whatever was piling for the audiences, wish list, those two movies come out in Dilwale Dulhania Le Jayenge, made it a big hit. So a quota of appreciation that Kabhi Haan Kabhi Na should have got comes to Dilwale Dulhania Le Jayenge, is what I thought it would be.
Also the movie like talks about like the two important thing, forgiveness and humanity, which I mean the forgiveness part, there is no villain as such, everyone is forgiving. Even the you rightly mentioned about that wo to hai alvela, that whole sequence, you see that the grumpy father is forgiving. I mean, for everyone is forgiving. If you see in other sequences, people are actually Suchitra Krishna, Anna is forgiving Charles. Now everyone is like the whole band is forgiving Shunil. So this thing that's something very human thing of it. But as an audience, we like drama, extra drama. That was
Yeah.
not there.
So
And talking about the
it was a time where the audience could relate to a black and white, and Kabhi Haan Kabhi Na was a film where there is a gray,
Gray,
an
yeah.
amber, a magenta, all of those panorama, which our perception of vision was still not able to visualize properly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
So
And
they can either take Shah Rukh as the villain or they'll take him as a hero, but they can't take him as like a real character.
real
Which
character.
is why yeah, it didn't work. And also the pattern of cinema back then was such, ki, yeah, there should be a hero, there should be a damsel in distress, someone should save her, there should be a villain, kuch to hona chahiye, family should oppose. So all of these were, the normal flowchart of movies. So which is why I think it didn't work.
Even technically, if you see that the Sunil is a music lover. He plays trumpet. Trumpet is usually associated with Western culture. I mean, not West culture, Western music. So in a moment of sadness, melancholy, Sunil is actually sitting in the beach. He's playing the mouth organ. He's playing Smetana's Muldo, that symphony.
Yeah.
I mean, that is like obviously it's so unrelatable for a regular Indian audience who would have thought something like "Wo Hum Dil De Chuke Sanam." There was like tarap tarap ke kuch kind of song. I mean, whatever. I mean, something that like way the
Yeah, I got
emotion. That emotion was very subtle, and the music, the way it was, even the editing. If you see that the first song, "Deewana Tera Deewana," he is there discussing about what can we sing for the show. and then he comes up with this lyrics, and then he's dreaming of Anna, the whole sequence, and then that got abrupt in between when Charles comes in. He pitch in his pointers, and then from here again the song started. We have seen that nowadays, but it was very new during that time. Even the way the movie starts on with the dream sequence, and then that dream culminates to the same sequence at the end.
Yeah,
Now
yeah.
this the whole structure, like Janavi Doyar or Kundan Shah was, yeah, as Ashwadeep says, the cliche. It was way ahead of its time.
So, Arup, what is your pick for this?
I always come back to Andaz Apna Apna whenever I talk about this Kal classics and all. And in the last podcast also, I'm still wearing that T-shirt. My favorite character, Gogo. So again, Andaz Apna Apna, the kind of comedy it has, for lack of other words, the cliche, it was ahead of its time. Self-references, so many of them. The film itself starts
Yeah.
with a parody of the film industry, and it goes on for like 10 minutes or so, where there is this Aila Juhi Chawla to Govinda coming in. And even, I don't know, at that time, actually, Amir Khan was offered Dar. He dropped out of it because
Yeah.
he did not want Sunny Deol to beat him to, to the bush. So now they are in the film. He says that, सनी देओल से दूर दूर रहना
दूर रहना।
लग रहा है मुझे मेरे हाथ से कोई खून होने वाला है. So those kind of things, the industry inside jokes to शोले किसने लिखी है, इसके बाप ने लिखी है, that was so new. That is something, it was coming into Hollywood, but for Bollywood, people wanted to go and watch a story. But here it was, the fourth wall was constantly being broken, and the audience was not kind of, habituated to seeing and enjoying that kind of a fun. We had seen Qayamat Se Qayamat Tak for Amir Khan. There was a Maine Pyar Kiya Hai, and then these two unite. People would be expecting, okay, there will be a lot of heroics, and they are two losers. They fight each other. There's hardly any kind of
And not even manly fights.
not even manly fights.
Yeah.
Not even manly fights. That's true. Think about, Maine Pyar Kiya, Qayamat Se Qayamat Tak, Dil Hai Ke Manta Nahi. All those films have so melodious numbers where, romantic scenes. Here, the most melodious number is Salman Khan in a printed night shirt. He's with a small dhol, like not even a big one.
I
With
like
a
that
small
song.
dhol, he is beating around it at night. And Amir Khan with that cap, which kind of,
Yeah.
whenever Ravina Tandon is near, it gets an erection kind of thing. So people were like, they could not actually, what were we seeing? I mean, I am laughing, but they're thinking, should I laugh at this? Is this being crass? They could not get that, that the kind of pure innovativeness that was put into the script of that film.
Yeah.
So it was absolutely a comic book film, and the way comic book films or comic book characters had to be enjoyed, I don't think the Indian audience was ready for that.
Yeah. And also the idea of a spoof or, of something, that is reflecting what we really actually enjoy. I think that is a concept that people weren't ready to grasp yet.
Yeah.
Where it takes a lot of references from Bollywood, from a lot of movies. All of the songs are, hinting towards like a certain hero or, the gimmicks and everything. So I think people didn't understand it, or that
Yeah.
they were like, should we laugh at this? Because this is what we watch, but they are making fun of it. So yeah, like you said,
Yeah, it
should
was
we,
like-
should we not? Usme-
It was like, we like this, you can't make fun of this. That
Yes.
kind of an attitude. But it's changed. It has changed drastically now, and that's why this film is like jahan pe it is right now. I can't find a guy who has not like this film at
Like
all.
this.
And
I
there are
think,
so many short things. Like my favorite part of it is Amir Khan goes for a haircut, and he's like, "Baal bhi kat gaya, pata bhi nahi
Pata
chala."
nahi.
And
that's
it is-
so
it's
nicely
so
to
fun.
put,
Yeah.
nicely to put the way we are being cheated at the big places. It's in a fraction of a second that dialogue comes and goes. You will take at
Yeah.
least 2-3 viewings to actually
Yes.
understand what's being there. So I think,
Yeah.
Andaz Apna Apna, on multiple viewing, it grows on you.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
that's something, the audience did not give it a chance. I think the promotions
Yeah.
are also,
Yeah.
Yeah.
bit responsible. The film took a lot of time, is what I understand, and the promotions were not great. It got finished, and it was there for a long time. And finally, when it released, all the actors had actually, moved on. So
Yeah.
they were not a
And
part of the promotions really.
from the business side, there was another part. So the movie didn't was getting not good response. They straight away released and then the home video. When the word of mouth was picking up, they could have given that a chance without releasing it straight away in home video.
So I was gonna ask, what are some of the moments that you like from the movie, since it's a comedy? What are some of the things that really made you
See, Andaz Apna Apna, if I have to talk about set pieces, that's a podcast in itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Serious.
will go for one where Amir, Salman, and Paresh Rawal, they are trying to fit into that bike, which
Oh
actually
my
you have to
God.
pedal. That's
Oh
not a
my
bike,
God.
okay? You have to pedal it, but it looks like a bike. And they are just continuously trying to, position themselves. मैं आगे बैठूंगा, तुम पीछे बैठो, तो मैं चलाऊंगा कैसे? Then again, तो फिर मैं चलाऊंगा कैसे? And I mean, that's sheer innovativeness. I don't think a script can get it done. Then they are just positioning themselves to sit, and Paresh, pedals it away. The way he pedals it away, also slowly, it's moving out of your screen.
Yeah.
Hilarious. I mean,
No, that whole sequence is hilarious. They bring Chiller as ransom. Like,
Yeah.
what?
8,000 something rupees.
Yeah.
They're like, हाँ,
बस
बस कोई एक पैसा भी खर्च मत करना. They are so bad at their own work. Like, for a ransom, 7,000 rupees is also very costly for them. They will like, something they have got. Like
Yeah.
Mogambo, Gogo says, आया तो कुछ लेके जाऊंगा.
My favorite scene would be the Teja wala scene. That whole sequence,
Mark.
like, मैं तेजा हूँ, मार के इधर है, भाड़ में गया मार मैं इधर हूँ ना.
अरे लेकिन मैं तेजा हूँ ना.
मैं तेजा हूँ क्योंकि मेरा नाम तेजा है.
What? And then Gogo is like, ये तेजा क्या है? ये तेजा. That whole line of dialogues, man, seriously.
That climax, really.
No, even dialogue. I was initially in the bus. They both tried to bluff each other, and they ये टोपी कहाँ से है? लगा अमेरिका. No, न्यूयॉर्क से. मैंने सोचा अमेरिका से.
Even the smallest characters, अकेला. मैं अकेला हूँ इसलिए मैं अकेला हूँ.
Even that scene in the jail where he's like, अरे इधर क्या देख रहे हैं? उधर देखिए, उधर देखिए.
And even that guy, और इधर रात को अब लाइट ऑन करना मना है, तो कपड़े कैसे बदलूं? क्यों? कुछ दिखाना है क्या?
सामने कब्रिस्तान है, वहां से कोई कंप्लेंट नहीं होना चाहिए.
Also, that fight happens between them two. And suddenly there's a chicken like flying out.
There's a pigeon flying. There's everything, and then there's a pigeon.
Yes.
That's it. Like in a 5 minutes of that film, there will be 10 jokes.
Yeah.
And the audience might not be able to, keep in pace with what's happening. They were like, oh man, what's happening here?
So because of some pre-scheduled, commitment, Shubhadeep had to leave the podcast, but we still have Tampi and Arup from Film Kopat. So we'll just continue our discussion.
We also forgot that dialogue, that famous dialogue, that is, दो दोस्त एक कप में चाय पियेंगे, उससे प्यार बढ़ता है. Like,
ले जाओ. And Salman, every time the cup goes, Salman is like this. He looks at the cup going.
So many small things like that in that film is like, oh my God. Also, meta references that we were talking about. There is that song from Papa Kehte Hai Bada Naam Karenga.
When he cuts the ribbon in jail.
Yeah.
So that point you mentioned, that they are making fun of their own movies, their own characters, their own avatars. That was something the people thought, okay, I enjoyed Kamat Se Kamat Tak, and here I am getting something like a parody by the same actor who made me love that movie. I don't know if I should like it. Something like that worked.
Even the Kareena and Raveena ka thing.
Karishma and Raveena. Yes.
They referenced, how the media works. Like, even that was like a big step for a movie to mention at the time, at least, because they're like, हम कुछ बोलेंगे, आप कुछ सुनेंगे, आप कुछ सुनेंगे, आप कुछ समझेंगे, कुछ लिखेंगे, कुछ का कुछ हो जाएगा. And this is supposed to be funny. It's also like a commentary, but then people must have been like, how dare you joke about this? Because we are fully capable of doing it.
Hitting the fourth wall, be characters, be whatever is happening in our society, everything. That was very new for the Indian audience.
Andaz Apna Apna is really it's a legendary film for me. It will always be my favorite comedy film in Bollywood. Always.
Yeah, I know some
Not
weird
even
writing.
like all.
उसका नाम क्या है? टीलू। टीलू क्यों है? उस टीला के वहां मिले थे इसलिए उसका नाम टीलू रख दिया। Something that is so brilliant.
Even the
writing.
Karishma ka, हम डंडे मारेंगे. Like she's so happy.
है excited डंडे मारे.
Yeah.
And that's the best part of it. You know, Andaz Apna Apna is the perfect example that if you have a good script, if you can write well, what else do you need? There's no much production value. I don't think there had to be a lot of showbiz, this glamour and that glamour. All of those actors just came into their best, and it was just a good writing which got them together. So, you know, at times people say that I did not have a budget, so I could not do these things and that. It's actually weak writing which you are trying to hide with all those excuses.
Even that scene, the Mohan Bagan wala scene, the football wala scene, like what did they need? They just needed cups for that scene, and they needed Salman Khan and Amir Khan being at their best. Like that's
And the
all they
writing.
need. And the writing, of
And
course.
that to prove that goofiness of it, that's okay. वो
Yeah.
the goalkeeper. ना क्या?
No,
Wicket keeper.
keeper.
नहीं goalkeeper.
Goalkeeper.
Football है goalkeeper.
And you know, very unfortunately, Rajkumar Santoshi mentions, because one film that everyone wants to have a sequel. I don't know. I do not want, but then a lot of fans wants to have a sequel of Andaz Apna Apna. But Rajkumar Santoshi says that, you know, it was a time where we could have afforded Amir and Salman together in the sets and everywhere. Today, to get these two stars, there's so much of baggage which will come with them. We'll not be able to afford that movie. That's what happens.
And
you know?
also, why ruin a completely good movie?
Yeah,
I mean, we've seen the pattern. Sequels don't work.
And it's too late now.
I don't
It's too late. They should have that kind of a story, right? Like this film worked because it had that kind of a funny story, that kind of like characters. I don't think they can recreate that magic at all.
Yeah, right. It came organically. It was like evident with the writing.
You know, you guys remember they are in the suit. They go to his house and they are like they are like on random walls like this, and then they go and they beat him up in the shadow.
Yes.
But you know, it's like a 30-40 second scene of them just being like,
It's the
like
Chaplin.
why? I don't know why it's supposed to be funny. It is.
It's the comedy from a Buster Keaton, Chaplin, that kind of a body comedy. And the best thing is, if you do, you know, silent comedy, it actually travels. Else, you know, a non-Hindi speaking audience, from the subtitles, you will not get that feel and of the comedy. But there was so much of a body acting and body comedy into that film that even non-Hindi audience, I have spoken to friends and, you know, subscribers in our channel, they love Andaz Apna Apna. So it caters to a big mass because of the different types of comedy elements it was, you know, kind of accommodating in one film.
We keep speaking about it. I seriously think we can make a whole podcast. We can make a 2-hour thing because each and every scene of that film deserves that.
Right.
Yeah.
Sarvesh, what's your movie?
Next.
Mine would like so this kind of feels like a dampener because after all of like such fun movies, I'm gonna talk about Swadesh. Practically, I love Swadesh. I feel so bad about that film because it's like it's directed by a good director. It's Ashutosh Gawariker. He has made Lagan, which was a huge hit, and then he tries doing something so like rooted, like Swadesh. He takes a big star in it, and still it somehow doesn't work. And I still don't get it. Like in that year, Shah Rukh had Main Hoon Na, I think, and Veer Zara along with this. And both of those films worked, but Swadesh didn't. And that is really, really sad because that is the kind of films that should work for our superstars to do something different. Like Kabhi Ha Kabhi Na also. Kabhi Ha Kabhi Na, we said like we tried something different, it didn't work. In यहाँ पे also like there's like such a big contrast about that movie from his roles in the normal thing. It still didn't work, and they still tried to put that love angle in that film, and it still didn't work.
It is absolutely, I echo with you when you say Swadesh not working is not only for that one film, but for the whole industry. It's unfortunate because then only we will see the superstar coming out of their stereotypes. Something like Swadesh works helps the industry overall.
Yeah.
I think, you know, Swadesh was so rooted. The climax of the film, or the conflict of the film, is about bringing electricity to a village. The audience was expecting big things, big stakes,
Yeah.
so small stakes, which is actually the USP of the film. It says that in India, you first solve the smallest problem, then think about doing big things. So that did not work maybe for the audience. They were like, okay, I want to see my superstar do big things. Just about bringing an electricity I have at my home. So what is my superstar getting for me? But then they did not understand the context from where Swadesh is coming, the whole theme of the film.
But for me now, it has actually put out all of the concepts that they want to like showcase in that film. Like
Yes.
even a song like Ye Tara Wo Tara, that song, the lyrics of that song speak so brilliantly about the class difference and the
Yes.
societal difference that we have right now. Like we can't touch
Absolutely.
some people. Like that song is so beautifully written by Javed Akhtar, I think.
Yes.
So like because like that kind of stuff, it's so apparently showed like this is what we have in India. Even that big monologue, like I remember that monologue so nicely that Shahrukh puts forward, that we are not great. Like I personally don't enjoy patriotic films that much, and Swadesh is a patriotic film, but at the same time it's not catering to the audience. It's
Correct.
showing us our problems. Like
Absolutely.
these are our problems in our India that you have to talk about, that you have to discuss. You can't just ignore those problems like we do by saying that India is great, India is the best country. Like
Absolutely.
that was the mindset of India at that time, and Swadesh tried to conflict that. So Swadesh tried to counter that.
Yes.
Like no, this is not true. We have our issues. You are just not seeing them.
I think that's the best part of Swadesh for me, the kind of nationalism it has. It is nationalistic,
Yeah,
but it is not gnostic.
yeah,
So it says that, yes, nationalism is about loving your country. Nationalism is not about living in a fool's paradise and I say my country is the best.
yeah.
That's exactly what he says, मेरा country, हमारा देश सबसे अच्छा नहीं है लेकिन सबसे अच्छा हो
हो
सकता है.
सकता है.
So we are used to seeing films where we are told that you are the best, and that we the wrong sense of ego and pride we carry at our home. Because if we have to actually analyze reality, we feel ourselves in a big problem. And Swadesh tried to do that, which I think the audience, or for that matter, at times the critics as well, they did not enjoy. They wanted again to live in a make-believe world and not the reality what Swadesh was showing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and that-
also it's about the time when the movie was released, like both from Shah Rukh Khan and nationalism perspective. Shah Rukh Khan had done, as you said, Veer Zara, Main Hoon Na, then Kal Ho Na Ho, where Shah Rukh Khan was playing the hero, the romantic hero kind of thing. But in Swadesh, he was the character, Mohan Bhargav. So
Yeah.
that didn't go well. And again, like talking about again the timing, that like 2 years back we had Gadar Ek Prem Katha. That was the nationalism or patriotism audience associate themselves with.
even Lagan for that matter.
Even but Lagan was not jingoistic, but still I would still say that they talk about the nationalism. For me,
Yeah.
patriotism and nationalism, there is a thin line. And Swadesh was more of a patriotic. Patriotic is all about accepting, okay, this is the scenario and we can do better. But in where nationalism somewhere links with jingoism for me, where yeah, we are the best. Whatever you say, we are the best.
I like that movie for that particular reason, that okay, it's not showing us ki India is the best. It is showing us how India can be the best. Like there's this whole argument between Gayatri and Shah Rukh ka character Mohan Bhargav, which is like she's trying to explain that we have problems yahan pe, you just don't see them, and we can solve them. And he's like, no, India ka kuch nahi ho sakta. And he at one point he even says ki tumhara desh, which is like, which comes from a point where okay, he doesn't even love this country that much, because you have to see it from an like outsider's point of view to actually see the problems in India, and he's the one who sees those problems.
And that is so beautifully put in this journey he makes to
Yeah.
collect the money from those people, the villagers. It actually is one of the posters where Shah Rukh, he is well dressed and sitting in the boat with the common men of India all around him.
Yeah.
That those set pieces in Swadesh, be the train scene, or that when he
I got
actually
goosebumps.
it's actually like that train scene, or when he goes to collect the money and then he's sleeping at night and there is this hole on the thatch on the terrace, and he's seeing the moon from inside, or that scene where the bulb actually the filament sparks and
Right.
this
Bijli
lady,
wala
the old lady is watching that. Those set pieces in Swadesh, they are so beautiful, so cinematic. What do we mean by cinema? Like, if I am seeing something in the big screen, it gives me goosebumps. Like when we mentioned this, that's Swadesh had, and it's so
Yeah.
unfortunate that people could not appreciate it.
Yeah,
Enough.
it all comes down to what people are used to watching. Like with every other movie on this list that we have said, people are used to, the hero that does something, that does big things. And here your hero starts off with not feeling that great about your own country. And then, yeah, he inches towards, doing more for his country. But it starts off there. So I think that really brushed wrongly with people where they were like, someone like Shah Rukh Khan can do this. I mean, you are doing such great things in other movies, and here you are in Veer Zara, and then you're doing this. So I think it was all about the perception of people that they couldn't accept that a hero can do this.
And also, I think it plays one point service beautifully made, that to understand one's problem, you need an outsider. In a way, Shah Rukh Khan was an outsider who drinks mineral water,
Yeah.
and that heart wrenching scene of that boy selling that the water for 25 paisa.
The
I mean,
build up
that,
to that scene, man.
oh man, like that is something. But yeah, that brings him to the reality. But that whole sequence, I don't think the audience got the point, because it
Yeah.
was not spoon fed. The point that the narrative tries to bring
Yeah.
in.
Small things. I remember Swadesh, I was watching in the movies. When the name Swadesh came, it showed the name in all languages, all Indian
languages,
languages.
Yeah.
all Indian
From the
languages.
first frame itself, it is building that. These small things, the audience, I don't know, even today, the audience do not pick them up so easily. They, subsequent viewings might get that for them, but it was missed. Yeah, unfortunately.
And even the Pal Pal Hai Badi, that whole song about
Yeah.
the point that they wanted to make through that song. Yeah, that was, I don't think it was understood by the audience.
No, the
then.
whole movie is kind of misunderstood, especially if you take the songs. Like I said, Ye Tara Wo Tara was so nicely written and so nicely like put together, the whole sequence of them sitting on opposite sides because they are untouchable, as we say that. But
Right.
then he removes the parda and he makes them sit together. Like that is such a good thing.
Metaphor.
Yeah, it's such a good thing. Like it just doesn't get, the audience just didn't get it at that time, I think. So like that is one of my favorite films. Let's now ask Urvi,
Right.
what is her choice for this
Hey, okay.
video?
I'm excited for this because I don't know if you can consider this as a cult classic, but I know it has gone unnoticed by a lot of people, and that is Rocket Singh Salesman of the Year. A lot of people must have even, like skipped it because, you don't know a lot about the movie. But I love that movie. I've watched it like tens of hundreds of times. It's like my go-to, like Piku and Rocket Singh. So what I really like about this movie is, again, the hero is, not that great. He is an average student. He gets 35%. He passes, and then his friends are like, what are you going to do next? You should do MBA, vagera, vagera. And he's like, I'll do sales. He starts off as, a trainee, and then he does, all of his, business. The journey of like, just a normal boy doing something good was something, I don't think people were like, how can Ranbir Kapoor do this? Like, how can he just, be average? How can he not do anything? How come there's no fight, and how come there's nothing? There's like a power struggle in between, Puri sir and, HP.
Yes.
But then, that the whole thing of the movie, like, them coming together, forming the team, etc., etc. It's a slow build up. Like starting with he's down, he's struggling. But then I'm sure people must have clicked off like right at this.
I think also the music. So, Ranbir Kapoor, Yash Raj films, we had Wake Up Sid, and Ranbir Kapoor, I think he was coming from Ajab Prem Ki Gajab Kahani.
In
But
the,
Hasino is Yash Raj.
no, the Wake Up Set released in October. It was a hit.
Yeah,
Ajab Prem Ki Gajab Kahani released in November. That was also a hit.
that was
And
a
then
hit.
came Rocket Singh.
Yeah, and
And
it was so different.
Right.
That movie, they were expecting, good music
Yeah,
from
yeah.
Yash Raj films. There was none apart from that
Yeah.
Pocket May Rocket, which is the right thing to do. That movie did not demand a
Yeah, yeah.
song and
Yeah.
dance
Yeah.
sequence, all
Yeah.
of that. But the audience were, they kind of go to. I feel, people kind of go to Yash Raj movies with great music will be there, heroic set pieces will be there, and there were none of them. And that it is a different kind of a movie. Yash Raj did not promote that as well, I believe, because they promoted
Yeah.
that kind of a thing for Chak De, but they
Yeah.
did not do the right thing for Rocket Singh.
Regarding the promotional thing, surprisingly, Three
Mhm.
Idiots was released like the next week. It was promoted so badly, people were eagerly waiting for it, and Rocket Singh released alongside Avatar. So
Mhm.
Oh,
Avatar was such a huge then. So those
yeah,
things,
yeah.
Yeah.
Avatar, Three Idiots, it all came down in the shadow of all those big films. And Rocket
Yeah.
Singh didn't have the content. It was more of word of mouth kind of film.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
didn't
Yeah.
have the time for that word of mouth because Avatar was there, Three Idiots came. Where was the space?
And
That's my
surprisingly, Ranveer and also the creators and other actors were actually hoping that Rocket Singh would be a bigger hit than Wake Up Sid. But the opposite happened, and
Hmm.
because Tampi said that it was among such great movies, it didn't get the attention. So now it's on Amazon Prime, and we do recommendations. I tell my friends watch it, and I have to literally nag them. Arey, it's a good movie. You should watch it, and the word of mouth somehow just doesn't go through for that movie.
we absolutely echo this recommendation from Urvi. Rocket Singh, at least for me, it's one of, if I have to pick three movies of Ranbir Kapoor, I will pick Rocket Singh. So
Same here.
definitely a must watch.
Yeah,
And
because
also Rocket Singh, I think it's not picking up because again the climax, which Arup
yeah,
said about Swades, the stakes, the way he confronts Puri sir, which is someone I think at a large scale won't understand because someone like us who are doing how to say we are end of the day selling products or services something के सब क्या है ये सब मतलब लोग, the
It's
customer is
low,
the
yeah.
king. Yeah, लोग मतलब जो not only the clients, the one who is working with you, working under you, all you have to understand them, understand the pain, कौन किस में अच्छा है, कौन क्या अच्छा करना चाहता है. That was the moot point of the whole climax, the confrontation with the villain. So
Yes.
do you think that audience is still that mature to grasp that part?
The thing is,
Yeah.
we spoke about five movies, right? And we are seeing that whenever the heroes are becoming common men,
yeah,
then only the problem
Yeah.
starts. The audience is like, I do not want to see myself in the theater. I am paying $500. I want to see someone like a superhero, someone who will, do things I cannot do in my life. I mean, things
Yeah.
are changing. Definitely, OTT and all of that rooted way of cinema making is coming. But those were times where people did not want to see, common man problem of my household, or my heroes playing losers, those kind of things in the movies.
yeah. That is apparent in a lot of movies actually. And the thing is, like when you listen to actors talk about these films, like we said, Shah Rukh Khan is a very big fan of Kabhi Ha Kabhi Na. Same way, like Ranbir Kapoor is also like, oh, Rocket Singh should have been a bigger hit than the rest of the films
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
released that year. So
Achha.
you can understand that these actors actually want to do these kind of roles,
Right.
but because they are not as accepted as by the audience, they are like, okay, should we do it or should we not? They get in that mindset. Ki, nahi, nahi, this is not working, so we should not do it.
A
So
lot of onus lies on the audience.
yeah,
It's very easy to say why you don't make different kind of films, why
yeah,
are we not getting Oscars and all of that, why are we not being recognized internationally, but it does not happen overnight. Your audience has to change for your
Yeah.
heroes to come up and everything. There's big money at stake for them. It's not easy to take risk after risk after risk. I mean, say for Ranbir Kapoor, he was keeping on doing that till a time,
Yeah.
then he left and he came to the templated heroes, and then
yeah,
things worked for him. So uh, we also keep on telling our audience, you have to take the first step, and then you will also see the industry taking the second step. Unless you come forward, there will never be that handshaking.
see, this is my problem with the Indian audience, that you appreciate masala films. Okay, you want to appreciate it, you like it, you can go and watch it. I have no issues with that. But then you also have to appreciate these kinds of films.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because like
It
if
can't
you
go disregarded.
yeah, because if you watch Hollywood, people say Hollywood is making good films. That is because they don't only appreciate the Avengers and stuff like that. They also appreciate like movies like what can I say, like Her or something like that, which is very
Hmm.
rooted, which is very like down to earth film. Like that kind of, like that, we have to create that kind of a mindset where, okay, we will go and watch this film because it's a mass masala film, and we'll also watch this film.
And as very nicely put in Swadesh, Sarvesh, your speak, diversity is the basis of all things. Be the society, be art, be industry. Unless you thrive on diversity and push for it, it will at one point of time you will keep on doing the same thing. People will also see the same thing. There's no growth to that. You do not look for new innovations and new channels. There's no growth to anything, be society or be industry. So we should definitely push and promote diversity.
Yeah, the same people who complain
coming
Varun
back
Dhawan
to,
for Fully Number One doesn't watch October. So that's
exactly.
the
Yeah.
whole problem.
Coming back to Rocket Singh, yeah, we all like Ranbir Kapoor in it, obviously, because he's the hero. But some of the other characters that I really like, yeah, everyone is good. But the one that I really like is Manish Chaudhary. He played Puri sir, and he's so amazing. Like he's speaking out on his employees, and he's like, "तो समझाओ मुझे, मैं बहुत समझदार इंसान हूँ." The way he says it, it's like a ridiculous dialogue, but he's so frustrated with the people. Like such a small company is just taking away all of the orders, and the way he is, just playing the boss and then giving up, and then he's like, "कल का लौंडा आके मुझे सिखा के गया." So that entire, the end interaction is just amazing, like by him. Yeah, that was a scene where Ranbir Kapoor should have been highlighted, and he does when he talks. But when Puri is talking, it's like all eyes on him. He's commanding it, and I really like that about it.
That is another reason the movie didn't work. Like, for audience probably have wanted to see the Puri sir fail, like to do something whereby Puri sir is like moved, thrown out of the job. He's trying to get job around and something like that, very dramatic. But that doesn't happen in real world. It's a battlefield of business and
like
sales.
The films that we have talked about, except for Andaz Apna Apna, I think it's the reality that is the problem with the like movie going audience, right?
But it is changing, right? I mean, with OTT it is, because here we have Rocket Singh and this guy who's normal, who's doing his job. And parallelly, I don't know if you can consider it, but we have Panchayat, a normal guy who's trying to do his job, and it's a very mundane serial, but then people are accepting it. So I feel like if we give movies another chance, then maybe they will be accepted. And Rocket Singh is not at the cult status as of now, but I really hope that it reaches it, because it's a great movie and everyone needs to watch it. I mean, you don't have to, you need to. Because you just need it in your life.
Do you have any other like recommendations, like cult classics?
Yeah.
Cult status, I think Mard ko dard nahi hota is also criminally ignored.
Oh man.
That is something
is
that's
really
cult. I will absolutely talk, tell that is cult, the characters and everything. But it actually won the best award in Toronto, where the outside audience enjoyed it so much, and it has so many references to our society, our films and all. Paap ko jala ke raak kar dunga and everything.
Yeah, that entire song is amazing.
Yes. Our audience did not appreciate it. So that's so unfortunate.
Like, okay, so we went and watched that movie in theaters. Did you watch it in theaters?
I watched it in theaters, yes.
Okay, so you might know this. On the same day, Kesari released. And when we watched it in theaters, in the end, there's a dialogue by Abhimanyu Dasani ka character that says कि इस फिल्म में ऐसा कुछ नहीं होगा कि मैं जाग जाऊंगा, या मेरे लिए 21 तोपों की सलामी दी जाएगी, या मेरे लिए कोई गाना गाया जाएगा, बिकॉज और वो सब उस थिएटर में जाके देखोगा अगले स्क्रीन में. एंड दैट इज सो गुड, that is so good. They cut it in the print that we see right now. They cut it because it was not what you can say, it was not relevant. It was not relevant because
YouTube में अभी भी है वो वाला dialogue actually. YouTube में there is a version of I recently saw it. वो है last
oh man, but that was so good in the theater. I was like, yeah, this is what we are saying. Keep appreciate these kind of films.
So did you see the trailer to it? It's like just Abhimanyu just talking. This is what a hero does, and it's just a camera following him.
He
it was just
walking.
So innovative. Yeah.
That's what I want to say, that there are films which might be for the common audience, the pacing of the film or the way the director communicates, it might be difficult because it's based on an idea or a philosophy. It's not actually entertaining. But Andaz Apna Apna or a Swadesh, or for that matter, Mart Ko Dard Nahi Hota, Rocket Singh, these are enlightening and entertaining at the same point. So
Yeah.
why do you ignore these movies? It's not that it's very boring. It's not that the movie is not moving.
Exactly.
Mart Ko Dard Nahi Hota is like pure
It's
fun.
anything but boring.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
pure fun. I mean, the simple set piece, that Nakrewali, the way they have,
Oh.
choreographed around Radhika Madan, it's so much of style. I mean, I do not know what happens
Yeah, like
that the
same
audience do
even.
not
And-
pick them.
No,
There
it is for me, it is the same thing that Kesari released on the same day. People went to watch Kesari instead of this. That is what it
But
is.
what happened with Jagga Jasus or Go Goa Gone?
Yeah,
These two are so
right.
fun movie, but they both didn't work in the box office.
Jagga Jasus ka to there's a big thing because it's so different from what the Bollywood audience wants to see.
Yeah. But
Like-
Go Goa Gone,
It's
probably
exactly,
the zombie thing.
but exactly the
yeah,
same
zombie thing.
Exactly the same thing.
So whenever you are trying to, switch to another new unexplored road, you will find these hassles. And what is also needed from the directors is one flop or one failure should not stop them from exploring these new avenues.
Yeah,
If they do that, then we'll not get this kind of movies, because the first attempt to anything new will be underappreciated. That is what history is showing for us.
like
But
even,
for some reason, Peoply Live and Delhi Belly both worked, and interestingly, both came from Amir Khan production. Probably
Because-
Amir Khan needs to push the boundary
It
more.
was promoted well.
Promoted well,
promoted
yeah.
well,
Promotion is a big thing.
because
Peoply Live was promoted well. I don't remember.
yeah, it was because
Peeply Live had reruns and reruns of their trailer on MTV at the time. Like
Yeah.
that Dadi, speaking something foul or something like that. It was
Yeah,
just
and
running again. and
at
again.
that time, when the Livillian People Live was released, it was a new thing for people to abuse in movies. I think
Yeah.
so, and that was something that you'd connected to. Like, okay, we can watch that. Like this is our kind of cinema that we want to watch. So that's why people went into the theaters at that time. But then, like movies like Rocket Singh, it's like they are not abusing or anything. It's just a proper film made by a good production house, but it is not promoted properly, or it's like a normal hero. That's it.
Even if you go a bit back, say Mera Naam Joker, Raj
my
Kapoor, that was a magnum one. A 3-hour long film, more than 3 hours, into chapters. Again, the hero does not get the girl, and it's about losing things. It's about the hero playing a joker. Again, the audience did not accept
Yeah,
it.
it was released in 3 parts in Russia, right?
Yes.
I think that wouldn't have worked यहाँ पे also. Like if you
It would
release a
not, it
movie in
would
three parts.
No, वो तो शाहरुख खान के भी देखो. Whenever he tries
Even-
something different, Dil Se, that didn't work. Such a
It
brilliant
only
movie.
worked for Gangs of Wasseypur when
Haan.
it was released in 2 parts. But
It didn't work, na?
It didn't work. The part
Not
2
as
didn't work.
much.
Part 1 was average. Part 1 did good, relatively
Yeah.
good business by Anurag Kashyap
But
standard.
it is also reaching a cult status. Yeah.
Hazrat.
So with that, I think, it was a really good discussion about cult movies, and we have boiled it down to audience is the problem. Movies are not the problem, the audience is at fault. And I
Okay.
think, yeah, this just reveals that, we all should appreciate these movies more because, people take a lot of pain in making these movies as much as it takes, time and effort to make all of your good movies. So if you guys know any other movies, which are like, worth of a cult status, which you love and people around you might not, let us know in the comments below. And we would love to take, a look at it. And I just want to thank the team of Film Kopat for being here and having this discussion.
Thank you so much for having us. It was such a fun to talk about these, brilliant movies, looking back at them and kind of revisiting them. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you so much for that.
And
It was
few
our
of them
pleasure.
was like down the memory lanes for us, like
Yeah.
going back to our childhood. So thanks for that.
And as always, guys, do let us know in the comments below what are the videos you want us to make next.